Did you know that travelers over 70 are twice as likely to face medical emergencies abroad compared to their younger counterparts? That is a terrifying statistic, especially if you are the one responsible for planning a trip for your parents, or if you are helping an older loved one get ready for their dream vacation. We often think about the fun parts, the sights, the food, the relaxation, but when we talk about senior travel safety, the margin for error is razor thin. Today we are diving deep into the 6 overlooked dangers that seniors face when traveling after 70. These aren't the obvious things like forgetting a passport. We are talking about hidden physiological risks, financial pitfalls designed to target older demographics, and logistical nightmares that can turn a dream holiday into a crisis. Whether you are a senior yourself or, more likely, a son or daughter, ensuring your parents are safe, this information is non-negotiable. I'm going to give you actionable, life-saving tips to navigate these waters, and you need to stick around because danger number 6 is something almost every travel blog ignores, yet it is the #1 reason senior trips end early. Let's get right into it. The first major danger is one that is completely invisible until it strikes: hidden physiological health risks. When we talk about traveling after 70, we aren't just talking about managing existing conditions, we are talking about how the act of travel itself stresses an aging body differently. As we age, our body's ability to regulate temperature and signal thirst diminishes significantly. A younger person knows they are thirsty and drinks water. A senior citizen's body might not send that signal until they are already severely dehydrated. Now combine that with the ultra dry air of an airplane cabin or a walking tour in a humid climate, and you have a recipe for disaster. Dehydration in seniors doesn't just look like thirst, it mimics dementia. It causes confusion, rapid heart rate, and dizziness, which leads to falls. Furthermore, changes in cabin pressure can affect oxygen saturation levels, putting a strain on the heart that wouldn't be noticeable at sea level. We also have to talk about the immune system. Seniors have a naturally lower immune response. Being trapped in a metal tube at 30,000 feet with hundreds of strangers, or touching surfaces in busy hotel lobbies, drastically increases the chance of contracting infections that a younger body would fight off easily. So what's the fix? Be proactive, not reactive. If planning a trip for your parents, set a rigid hydration schedule, alarms to drink water even if they aren't thirsty, prepare a robust medical kit, oral rehydration salts, immune boosters, and a full list of medical history. Include blood type, allergies, and current conditions on a card in the local language. Small steps that save critical minutes in an emergency. This brings us to danger number 2, medication mishaps. It's more than forgetting a pill. Crossing time zones disrupts a senior's body clock. A 9 a.m. heart pill at home could become a dangerous overdose or gap in dosing abroad. Security adds another layer. Seniors get stopped for unmarked liquid meds or insulin needles without a doctor's note. Not all drugs legal in the US or UK are allowed abroad. Even common painkillers can be controlled substances. Organization is key. Use digital reminders that adjust to local time. Always pack medications in original prescription bottles with the doctor's name. Never mix pills into generic baggies. Pro tip: pack a crisis stash. Split the supply between carry-on and a companion's bag. Lost luggage won't mean lost health. Now, danger number 3, mobility and physical hazards. The world isn't ADA compliant. A historic European city or a rustic South American lodge often lacks ramps and automatic doors. Romantic cobblestone streets are a hazard for travelers over 70. Uneven pavement, high curbs, and slick hotel floors cause fractures that could end a trip and require emergency surgery. Endurance is another concern. A walking tour labeled easy might involve standing for 2 hours straight. That static standing is often harder on joints and circulation than walking is. The strategy here is brutally honest assessment. If you are booking for your parents, don't guess their mobility level. Ask them, and then downgrade the intensity by 20% just to be safe. Rent mobility aids at the destination even if they don't use them at home. A collapsible cane or a lightweight travel seat can be a lifesaver. When booking hotels, do not assume there is an elevator. Explicitly ask for a ground floor room or confirm that the elevator reaches every floor, as many historic elevators stop between floors, still requiring stairs. Danger number 4 is a sinister one: travel scams and financial risks. Scammers are predators, and unfortunately, they view seniors as the perfect prey. They assume older travelers have more money, are more trusting, and maybe less tech savvy. This goes beyond pickpocketing. We are seeing sophisticated schemes involving fake friendly locals who offer to help seniors navigate a ticket kiosk only to skim their credit card information. There are taxi drivers who manipulate currency confusion to charge 10 times the actual rate, banking on the fact that the senior might be too polite or confused to argue. There is also the distraction scam, where one person spills something on the traveler while another swipes their bags. To protect your loved ones, you need to secure their financial perimeter, set up transaction alerts on their phone so you or they can see every charge instantly, advise them to never carry large amounts of cash. Pre-book transfers and tours through reputable, verified companies so no money needs to change hands on the street. And educate them on the polite refusal. It is okay to be rude when safety is at risk. If a stranger is too helpful or too invasive, they need to know it's acceptable to walk away. Moving on to danger number 5, airline and hotel pitfalls. The travel industry is built on efficiency, not empathy. Airlines often have hidden policies regarding boarding and assistance that can leave seniors stranded or exhausted. For example, tight connecting flights are a massive risk. A 45-minute layover might be fine for a sprinter, but for a senior, it's a marathon of stress. Miss that connection, and they could end up sleeping on an airport bench. On the plane, the risk of deep vein thrombosis or blood clots rises significantly after 70. Cramped economy seats restrict blood flow, and without room to stretch, this can become life-threatening upon landing. Hotels have their own pitfalls. Accessible often just means a wide door, not a grab bar in the shower or a reasonable bed height. The solution is aggressive advocacy. When booking, request wheelchair assistance immediately. It speeds them through security and ensures delivery to the gate. Choose aisle seats for legroom and movement. Call the hotel directly and ask specific questions about shower safety and bed height. Now, danger number 6, often overlooked: mental fatigue and isolation. Travel is cognitively demanding. New language, currency, maps, and schedules. For a brain over 70, this load can trigger rapid mental exhaustion or travel fatigue, showing as irritability, withdrawal, or temporary confusion that mimics dementia. Solo travelers may skip meals or retreat to their room, spiraling into depression and ruining a trip they paid thousands for. Prevent this with cognitive rest. Avoid packing the itinerary from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Schedule downtime. Encourage solo travelers to join small group tours. Guides reduce decision-making and provide socialization. If you're planning, check in daily to offer a familiar voice that eases isolation. Before we wrap up, 3 rapid-fire tips. Travel insurance is mandatory, especially policies including medical evacuation. Take photos of prescriptions and passports and store them in a secure cloud. Teach seniors to use the emergency function on their smartphone to call help without unlocking it. To recap, hidden health risks include dehydration, medication management, physical hazards, financial scams, airline failures, and the silent killer, mental fatigue. Traveling after 70 can be life-changing, but it demands a shift from vacation mode to safety-first mode. I want to hear from you in the comments. Which danger surprised you most? Or if you've traveled with a senior, what one safety tip would you share? Your experience could help someone avoid disasters. Before we continue, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me which part of this video resonated with you the most. Or share a quick story from one of your own trips. I read every comment, and your experiences make this community way more fun. Subscribe for more such videos.